stuff?
Always, but let's finish the game first.
I got it!
I got it!
Addams has the puck! Oh! Addams is back in control! Although he's limping, he shoots! He scores!
My boy.
Looks like it's tie score, Fester.
Then that means it's time for sudden death!
You're on.
Go, Addams.
Lurch?
I win.
2 out of 3?
You're on.
Lurch?
Ouch, babe. That's got to hurt.
Welcome to the Addams Family. How you do, the Addams Family? Come into the Addams Family now.
Cha-cha-cha.
Wonderfully scary.
And pleasantly hairy.
Delightfully very.
It's the Addams Family. Welcome to the Addams Family. Go into the Addams Family. Come into the Addams Family now.
Cha-cha-cha.
Snap, snap.
Nail file.
Nail file.
Cuticle spreader.
Cuticle spreader.
Relax, old boy. It wasn't your fault.
That's right, it was an accident. It could have happened to anyone.
Is he going to be all right?
He's going to be fine, as long as he stays off it for a few days.
Now, Thing, listen to Mama. Until you're better, we don't want you to lift a finger.
Hang in there, buddy.
And if you need a hand with anything...
Just ring.
Darling, is this big enough?
That should do very nicely.
Very nice, Gomez. You're quite the martial artist.
Thank you, my dear.
Bad day at school, children?
Have you made the dishonor roll?
Even better, we've been expelled.
Marvelous! That means you've been thrown out of every public school in the city.
What was it this time? Electric eels in the pool?
A personal favorite of mine.
We just tried to show the other students how to make the teeter-totter more exciting.
Expelled, expelled, suspended, restraining order, expelled. Wednesday and Pugsley have already been expelled from most of the private schools, too.
Makes a parent proud, doesn't it?
What about my old witch's school? They change young children into irresponsible adults.
Maybe they can go to my old alma mater.
I'm afraid they've raised the admission requirements to the reform school. 3 strikes and you're in.
This one looks promising. Warbridge Military Academy. We take your child and give you back a warrior.
Warbridge Academy has a long and rich tradition. Our alumni have fought and died in every war in this century.
Is that right? Our ancestors started most of them. Take old Blood and Guts Addams. He really knew the art of warfare.
Yes, well, Warbridge is very particular about whom we admit to our hallowed halls. Our curriculum is very demanding, and the physical requirements are onerous.
Darling, I believe we found the right school for Wednesday and Pugsley.
Never mind them. I wonder if we can enroll.
Maintaining our fortress of education is not an inexpensive mission. Our tuition is quite costly.
General McPadden, money is no object. Will this do?
I would be proud to lead your son and daughter into education. Anytime, any place, anywhere.
And that is why you should never leave your participles dangling.
Not this again.
Alone. In the bush. Surrounded by enemy snipers. Ah! I thought I smelled fresh meat.
That's just Pugsley's lunch, sir. We're new students.
Where are your transfer orders, cadets?
We don't have any.
I'd better go to HQ and clear this up. Soldiers! Commence reading chapter 5. I'll be back shortly. And remember, you're on the honor system.
That was a big mistake.
Listen, little girl, if you're gonna go to school here, there's one thing you better learn. Whatever I say, goes.
You've made your point. Now it's my turn.
Special delivery.
Thank you, Lurch. It's from Warbridge Academy. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Addams, Wednesday and Pugsley are vicious and uncontrollable. They caused a teacher to crack up.
On the first day? And we were worried they'd have difficulty adjusting to a new school.
Oh, Gomez. Despite this glowing report, the general has returned our money and expelled the children.
I'm certain there's a perfectly good explanation.
Perhaps we should invite him over for a chat and clear everything up.
Capital idea. Lurch, will you do the honors? Thanks, old man.
You rang.
Thank you for coming over.
The reason I'm here is to make it perfectly clear your children will never be allowed to return to Warbridge Academy.
Well, isn't there anything we can do to change your mind?
It simply crushed them when you said they could no longer attend.
They violated school policy. The owners of Warbridge are very strict about that sort of thing. Where'd you get the XRG-71? That's a top-secret weapon.
And with good reason. Imagine what would happen if a high-energy laser weapon like this fell into the wrong hands. Sorry.
Give me that weapon.
But I just...
That's the property of the government of the United States.
Oh, yes, but you see...
And I intend to see that it gets returned. Good day.
I tried to tell him I set it on self-destruct, but he wouldn't listen.
Gomez, there must be some way we can get Pugsley and Wednesday back into Warbridge.
Querida, I'll simply resort to that age-old strategy that works every time. I'll buy the school. Owning a school is harder than I thought.
Math, English, history. Darling, there isn't one course on fighting or warfare.
And they call themselves a military school.
We'll have to start from scratch. Develop a whole new curriculum based on the building blocks of a solid education.
I could teach demolition. You know, the ABCs of TNT.
And I can teach Battlefield Ec.
And I could teach electricity. You know, show them what's what.
Fester, are you sure you can handle 2 subjects?
Ah.
Darling, look who's paid us a visit.
Mr. Addams, I need a word with you.
Just a minute, General. I'm preparing my lesson plan. That'll do very nicely for basic sabotage. Now, General, how can I help you?
25 years as a professional soldier, I have never questioned orders. These new classes you want me to teach, you must be insane.
Not yet, but hopefully someday.
It runs in the family.
I demand that you reinstate the teachers that you fired and resume the previous curriculum, or I will be forced to resign.
I didn't realize you felt so strongly. Well, in that case, sorry to see you go.
This is an outrage! I shall return!
Hey, give that back. Your daddy may own the school, but I own you. What's this?
Pandora's box.
Well, it's mine now.
I wouldn't open that if I were you.
What are you gonna do? Call your daddy?
Wait till you see what I have for show and tell.
Today we are going to learn about Napoleon, le petit général.
Shh, it's French.
In the middle of a battle, there isn't always time to prepare a meal. So, if you put the alligator in the pot while it's still alive, it will stir itself.
And finally, a bit of dynamite right here.
Professor Fester, are you gonna blow up that model?
Of course not. I'm just showing you where to place the charges. Why would I want to blow up a perfectly good model when I have an abandoned building next door all wired up and ready to go? Children, if I may draw your attention to the window.
That was neat, Uncle Fester.
You think that was fun? Wait till we start studying bridges.
Gross.
Excuse me.
I wonder where Lurch is.
I believe he's tending to Thing. Ever since the accident, he's been waiting on him hand in hand.
Ah, General! To what do we owe the pleasure of this visit?
Mr. Addams, I'm here on behalf of the parents of the Warbridge Academy.
You should have called first. I would have made bloodroot tea and crow cakes.
This isn't a social call, this is about the changes you've made in the curriculum. If you don't restore the previous curriculum under my command, all of these parents will withdraw their children from Warbridge.
Gomez, the general seems to have inspired a misguided loyalty and fierce fanaticism in the other parents.
If he could have this effect on the parents, imagine what our children are missing out on.
General, is there anything we can do to get you to come back?
My terms are unconditional surrender of the administration of Warbridge. Back to me.
Done.
Okay, Addams. It's time to sell this here and now.
I'm glad we worked that out. Does anyone else have a problem?
Hooray for Wednesday!
Coming in! Man, hut! What is this, a classroom or a zoo? Then sit down. You'll all be at your desks. Like Mr. Mason. Playtime is over, cadets. I have retaken control of the school. Unfortunately, Sergeant Butler didn't wish to return. So, I will be teaching this class.
We liked your father's classes. They were fun. You have to do something.
Now then, who can conjugate the verb to learn for me in Latin?
All right, I'll help. But you have to promise to do whatever I say.
We promise.
Ah! I see one of you is starting to come around. This is an outrage! What's going on? I demand that you release me at once!
Sorry, General. We are making the demands now.
What is it, dear?
It's a note. From the school. Something about an armed insurrection.
I knew placing our trust in the General was the right thing to do.
Apparently he's been kidnapped. The students are revolting.
Yes, well, with those haircuts.
No, they've taken over the school. And Wednesday's their leader.
Her first coup d'etat.
Tish, that's French.
And the children will be gone all night.
General McPatton, thank you for your note. We're glad to hear things are going so smoothly.
Smoothly? Your daughters turned my crack soldiers into mutinous scoundrels.
Wednesday always was a people person.
Would you mind getting me down from here?
Young lady, you've kept us waiting for quite a long time. Nice touch.
Yes, you and Pugsley have certainly learned a lot.
What is it you wish of me?
Well, the general would like control of his school back.
And what does he have to offer in return?
Good question, General.
Well, if you agree to release the teachers you've held hostage, I can promise the students complete amnesty.
No stockade time? That hardly sounds fair.
That will get you half of the hostages. For the other half, we have a few demands of our own. Weekly seminars to be taught by Uncle Fester. Extended recess, no bugling before 8 a.m., and everyone gets extra credit for the successful staging of a military operation.
It's outrageous. I refuse to submit to those demands.
Well, I guess there's nothing else we can do.
Have fun, children.
No, wait, I agree, but
Please, let me help you get your children into public school where they're better able to deal with this sort of thing.
That is acceptable. My work here is done.
On guard!
Darling, do you think we did the right thing returning the children to a public school?
Barbed wired fences? Metal detectors? Overcrowded classrooms? How could we go wrong? Where'd it go?
don't know. I see the patient is recovering nicely.
How long does he have to wear those casts?
Oh, it shouldn't take more than 6 weeks or so.
Nose itches.
Thing sure does come in handy sometimes.
So, Lurch, I guess we'll have to put off cleaning out the attic.
Here comes your bayonet.
Wow! A television satellite!
Well, somebody's going to be watching Static tonight.
Ba-ba-ba-boom. 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 Ba-ba-ba-boom.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. Their house is a museum. When people come to see them, they really are a scream. The Addams Family. The Addams Family. The Addams Family. Oh.